Hey friends, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading on messages from your future lover. So if you're new, please subscribe. If you're not, thank you for coming back. Please hit the notification regardless so you don't miss a video that I post on my channel. And I also do live streams every single evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Join me for free reads. So pile number 1, we have the pink heart. Pile number 2, we have the red. Pile number 3, we have the white heart. So which one do you feel is your message? Take some time to pause. If you don't have time to watch the full video, let's connect with your intuition so we can choose intuitively. Let's take a deep breath in together. And out. Ooh, man, that makes me feel good. Now I'm ready. Okay, so 1, you're up first. Timestamps are below. Alright, pile number 1. Alright, let's get into your message. You chose the pink heart. Let me know that you watch this pile by putting pink hearts everywhere in the comments. So I'm using my Red Hat Love and my Eye Candy Oracle. I'm actually having a sale, a bundle sale. So if you buy them together, it's $10 off. Or if you want to buy them separately, that's, yeah, whatever's up to you. Yeah, whatever's up to you. But these are for sale. Yes, I have testimonials if you're interested in seeing what people are saying. Alright, so your love messages from, oh yeah, my Etsy shop is down below. So love messages from your future lover. We have gossip, sensuality, strategy, and separation. Alright, I'm going to take my little kip of cards. So to me, the gossip card is saying that when they want to have a deep conversation with you about something. They want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you, and I think it has to do with either their sexuality, who they are as an individual. We have sensuality, but to me that's like, them feeling themselves, them finding out who they are, finding out. Maybe they're realizing, oh wow, I like somebody of the same gender. Whoa, I need to tell you how I'm feeling. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that they're not attracted to you. It's just that they're discovering some part of themselves that they wish they can tell you. So this energy right here is telling me strategy is like they're trying to figure out a way to make you happy and make themselves happy. So I think this energy is also saying that they might need to step away from the marriage a little bit to figure out who they are or what they want out of a relationship, or what they want out of the relationship with you, or what they want out of relationships in general. But they do have to have a heart-to-heart. We got a lot of it's like table talk here. We have the teacup here. So a talk about their feelings. And then I also have them needing to tell you what they're feeling internally about you, about your, maybe you make them really hot. Maybe you make them feel like, oh boy, ooh, hot. That fire and desire is burning within me. What do I do? This strategy is like, there's a lot of chemistry here, but this separation card is saying, you guys, you're married, you're in love, you guys are, such a great team, chemically, chemistry-wise. But as far as other things, you might be lacking in the other department, like, communicating, or, maybe you guys argue a lot, but then when you hit the sheets, it's all fine and dandy. So I feel this person is trying to say, let's learn how to learn our love languages without needing to have, sexual encounters all the time. Like needing to learn each other on a different level. Or it's needing to scratch the surface. Not the physical surface, more like the intellectual surface. Because we have gossip, that's like a lot of communication, factors. It's like, okay, I want to get to know you on a deeper level. So this also could be that maybe you guys started out as, bed buddies, and now things are, of course, now you're in a marriage, right? So now things are now you have to learn each other backwards, the reversed. Like first, usually you would get to know somebody, and then months later, whatever, years later, whatever your case is, then you start taking it to the next level physically. But maybe you guys started backwards. We have great fortune here. So this person, you guys are very successful. This person wants you to know that you guys are going to be very successful together, either owning a business, strategy. So a lot of, a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of smart intellect, right? But then you guys, the separation card here is telling me that this person fears you guys not coming, or you guys not being able to take it past the physical level. Maybe that's what makes things fun. But then you guys need to learn how to communicate as well. So let me see. Why is the separation card here? Please help me. Why is the separation card here? Courtship. Oh boy. Okay. So my friend. So pile number 1. I feel. Okay, we have 2 different messages. Just keep in mind that this is general. Keep in mind this is not a prediction. Keep in mind that if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's for somebody else, and that maybe a small portion will resonate with you, but then the other part of it will be totally, way out of your story, your energy. So it might be for whoever needs to hear it. But and also keep in mind that if you don't like what I'm saying, you can always change this outcome. It's not a prediction, like I said. It's not set in stone. All right. So some of you, maybe 1% of you, 2%. Your person wants to have a conversation with you. When you first meet, everything's good. When you guys get married, everything's good, But then further down this marriage, I feel that this person's going to figure themselves out sexually, like what they prefer sexually, whether it's with the same partner, same gender, or you. If you guys are in if you are in a same-sex marriage, okay, then this is saying, yes, that's the basis of this, is that it's I'm getting sexuality and just sexual energy. But I feel that if this is an opposite gender marriage, they're saying, I think they're realizing a part of themselves that they didn't know was there, and they might want to explore it. So they're going to try to figure out how to make you happy and not break your heart. Maybe they're going to want an open marriage because they really want to be with you, but physically, sexually, they're probably craving something else, or maybe it's just curiosity as well, But this strategy is like they're trying to figure out, okay, can we have an open marriage without things getting complicated? Will you be okay with that? And then separation. Let me separate myself from this. Let me figure out what it is that I want. I don't want to hurt your feelings. That's one person's message, So, if you look at the celebrities, so some celebrities, they have open marriages because they want to discover other parts of themselves, It could be that they were married for so long, and all of a sudden they're realizing that they're either gay, or maybe they were in a gay marriage and now they're realizing, I don't want to be in a gay marriage. I want to be with someone from the opposite gender for a change, whatever. So I feel like they're coming to this realization, and they're trying to figure it out. They probably don't understand it themselves. Like, what? I thought I was straight, or I thought I was gay, and now all of a sudden I have a change. What's happening? What's happening? So that's for one person. That's maybe 1%, 2%, like I said. The other token of this is that they feel you guys started out really strong physically, and now you're trying to realize, or trying to figure out, how can we get past this, sexual connection we have and focus on something more deeper and profound. Let's scratch the surface. Let's dive into each other's minds. Let's figure out how we think. I want to know how you think. I want you to know how I think. I want to be able to talk with you. I want to deepen this connection and take away the physical portion of it, just for a little while, so that we can really understand each other's love languages, etc. Not body talk all the time, And so this might cause you to be like, wait a minute, let's take a little step back. I don't know how, whatever, this is causing you guys to really, let's maybe take a break, or you picking things apart internally and just separating yourself. Maybe you're checking out emotionally, So your message from your future spouse wants you to prepare to have heart-to-heart conversations and be able to be open. And look, they have the courtship here. So it's clarifying the separation card. So they don't want to separate. They want to strategize so that everybody's happy. And you might need to wait a little bit for this to pan out. It's not going to happen overnight. So this is like, I feel this is a whole bunch of messages all in one. But you guys have luck on your side, this great fortune. You guys will get through it. You guys are very intelligent people. I think you guys are also in tune with each other. You guys know each other inside and out. So just work on this relationship. Don't be so quick to cut anybody out or, cut the relationship out in general. Like, don't rule it out. Try to make it work. See if you can, have an open marriage if you want to, if that's your cup of tea. But, it's not for everybody. But I would say also hear people out. Hear everybody out. Let everybody speak. Let your person speak. Let your person make sure your person is hearing you talk. And what can you cut out? What bad habits? What ways of, maybe ways of talking, however you talk to each other that doesn't work out, or maybe it causes you guys to argue. Maybe you can cut that out. Something needs to end. Something needs to change. And your future spouse wants you to prepare for that. Prepare to, evolve and grow with them. And that there might be a lot of changes, maybe in sexuality preferences and all that. Needing to communicate more. And being on the same page more. So that's what I have for you. Let me know if this resonates at all. If it doesn't, then it's not your story. Don't feel discouraged. I'm sorry that I didn't hit home for you. But do keep in mind that this is a collective reading. So do also comment below so I can keep you in mind for future readings. I keep your energy in mind subconsciously. So this expectation, just waiting, waiting for things to improve. So be patient. Your marriage, your spouse wants you to be patient with them so they can strategize and figure things out. So much love, and thank you for being here. Like I said, this is my Red Hot Love mixed with my Eye Candy Oracle. $10 off for this bundle, and also it's available separately. And my Etsy shop is down below, and I can't wait to see you in the second pile if you're interested in seeing what the next one has to say, or the third pile. Do come back for more. Okay, pile number 2, you have the red heart. Let's figure you out. Let me know if this makes sense to you when the message is through. And please do let me know that you stopped by putting red hearts everywhere. So I'm using my Eye Candy Oracle, my Red Hot Love Oracle. I'm having a sale, $10 off for the whole bundle, and they're also available separately. And I also have the Fortune Cookie Oracle and my Winter's Embrace, Winter cards. So 5 cards wanted to come out for you, pile number 2. We have potential, we have solitude, we have trust, no-show, and reunion. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Look at that. That's so incredible. No-show, but then that turns right back around. Now we have a reunion here. Alright, I think this is telling me to tell you that your spouse wants you to know that this marriage is going to work out. Your spouse wants you to know that there's going to be a lot of, potential for growth, potential for change, potential for ups and downs, bumps in the road. And for you not to be alarmed or to give up so easily, to have patience. So if things go sour, go left, whatever, just stick it out. Because things will change for the better. It will improve. Trust. So your person might want you to know that you need to trust them. Just because you went through something in the past with somebody else, it doesn't mean that this person's the same way as your ex, or if you've been through something, very traumatizing, trust that they have your back. Trust that they are there for you. And the other thing is, let them depend on you. Let them trust you as well. So you need to prove that you can be trusted, and that you're not going to be someone who's going to up and leave. Make sure you're not up and leaving when things get heated. We have solitude and then no show. To me, that's like saying when things get really rough or chaotic or depressing, somebody ups and leaves. Look, solitude, so it's just you maybe recluding. What's it called? Receding. You're going back. You're going inward. You're retracting your claws. You say, nope, I'm not. I'm I'm pretty much not gonna deal with this. I'm just gonna go into my little hermit cave, and I'll come back. I'll come back in the spring. I'll come out in the spring again. This is saying don't retreat, because you might miss out on, working things out with your spouse. So your spouse might want you to really be patient and trust that you guys can overcome any obstacles, as long as you're communicating, being very vocal and honest, and depending on each other. Trust goes two ways. It's a two-way street. And so, yeah, don't be so quick to leave. And the other side of this is that maybe you're needing to make it clear that they just can't abandon you when things get hot and heated and confusing and complicated. They can't just call it quits. When you marry somebody, you're in it through thick and thin, through ugly, the good times, the bad times, and you really have to put in your effort before you throw in the towel, to put it all you got, blood, sweat, and tears. And then look, if once you do that, look, a reunion. That's why I feel like this card wasn't supposed to be here, but it kept sticking with this card. And mind you, they're from two different decks, so it's like they really need to come through to, show you that when things get tough, you still have it. You still have more, marriage, more life to live in this marriage, more connection that's going to be worth fighting for, more resolutions, to be had. So you got to get together with this person, even though things are a little bit tricky, are going to be tricky with your spouse. Your spouse might say, look, we're going to grow. We're going to be a coffee cup full of delicious coffee drink. But in order to become a drink, we have to work through it. Just like, we got to be grinded, like the coffee beans. They don't just become something for you to drink overnight, or not overnight, I'm sorry. It doesn't just happen. You just can't say, oh, let's drink the coffee beans. Oh, wait, I got to crunch them. Wait, I got to grind them. So it's a gradual process. So know that your wrinkles will be smoothed out. The coffee beans will be crunched and grinded and all that, and turned into, the coffee powder that you need to make a drink with, right? So when the tough gets tough, you gotta keep it in there. Keep staying in it. Stay in the ringer. Don't be so quick to check out or to tap out, whatever they say. And your spouse also wants you to know that whenever you do need a break, communicate that. Say, look, I'm overwhelmed. I just need to take a step back. Be okay with you needing or requesting a break. It doesn't mean that you're gonna break up. It just means you need time to reflect, pause, meditate, and ground yourself so you can know what you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, overexerted, burnt out, conflicted, whatever. Maybe you have all these sorts of emotions, or you're going to, and your spouse is going to be like, okay, just let me know that you need me to back out for like a day. I'll get off your case for a day and let you reflect and just think. So that's part of the whole trust thing, the trust issue, or trusting is your person knowing when to back up and get off your back, or you knowing when you need to be quiet and let them have their solitude. So that's what I have for you. There's a lot of potential for you guys to grow and become something even stronger and better. And so look what you have. You have these hiccups, but then you guys come back together stronger. This masterpiece, this 3 scoops in this beautiful wine glass. Yes, you guys got this, okay, my friend? So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Let me know if this resonates with you at all. Pile number red hearts. Let me know that you chose red. And let me know if, this is not going to pan out right away. Of course, you're probably not married to them yet. This is a future spouse reading. So, when the time does come, please come back and remember me. And let me know that this worked out. If it did, or if it didn't, let me know that too. And I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you so much for being here. Now we're on to pile number 3's message. That's right. Pile number 3. You're up first, or you're up next. Pile number 3, you have the white heart. So let's figure this out. I want to say that I'm going to be using my Eye Candy Oracle, and there's also a bundle, and it's mixed in with the Red Hot Love Oracle. So you save $10 when you buy both of these. That's a bundle, and they're also available for separate purchases. So if you just want the Red Hot Love by itself, etc., I have Fortune Cookie Oracle up there. I have the Winter's Embrace Oracle up there as well. So I'm so excited. Thank you for being here. And yeah, my Etsy shop is linked below if you're interested in any of my decks. All right, so it came out like that. So Autumn, Scars, Integrity, and Rewards. Okay, wow, this is telling me to tell you. Pile number 3, your future spouse you might either meet in the fall. So if you're okay, let's say, when the fall comes, right? And somebody invites you out and you're like, nah, I don't feel like it. This message is saying go. You might meet that person on that, on that day. So if you're like, just not feeling it, you're like, I don't feel like leaving. I don't feel like leaving my home. I just want to stay here and hibernate a little bit. I just want to relax. This is my only day off. I just want to relax. This might be a chance for you to meet somebody. So get out there if you have that opportunity to go somewhere in the fall, and you're having that, I don't feel like it. It's saying step out your comfort zone for that day, for that day, and see what you may find or who you may meet. The other token is that for another portion of you, your spouse wants you to know that you guys are going to go through a lot of changes. The fall, harvest, seasons changing, the weather changing, the scents, the leaves turning colors, all that. You guys are going to be like a tree, evolving, growing, dropping the leaves, the leaves shaking a little bit, the apples falling. So you might have, those tower moments, but then you guys get right back up, and then you come back stronger. And it might happen over time. It's not, like the leaves come back every fall, right? Or actually, no, every spring. And then they fall, every autumn. So it's like a cycle. You guys go through your cycles. So I think your spouse wants you to know not to give up. You might have a cycle. You might think, oh, this is the end. Nope. Keep on going. Keep on rolling with it. Take a break if you need to. Take a day break, a month break. But then come back stronger. Just like the leaves. They come back green. The acorns grow into beautiful, strong, tall trees. And if you have the mentality of, the acorn's not going to grow, forget it. You got to be patient and wait for it to grow. And, you guys might go through some hard times, some traumatic times where you guys, not traumatic in a physical sense, more like, man, that broke my spirit. All those harsh words you told me, all the, all the words that were exchanged that probably really soaked into your skin and left a scar. Really impacted you. So you guys might, start off a little rocky, but your future spouse wants you to know that things will get better. Things will change. You just have to give it your all. And people say things that they don't mean all the time. So, learn to communicate and be patient with each other going forward. That's probably the advice. So that you don't go through these hard times where you're like always remembering the things that they put you through or you put them through. You want to get over these hard scars, hard times, Your person also wants you to know that it's not an easy battle. It's not an easy marriage. Marriages aren't easy, but that's the beauty of you learning and going through it and coming out victorious, coming out triumphant, and like, wow, I've been married for what, 30, 40 years? Holy crap, I'm so happy I didn't give up 2 years in. Some people, they give up 6 years in, 2 years in. Come on, you have what it takes to make this work. You do. Integrity. So just stay true to your morals and your values. Don't always have to, bend over to make adjustments, sacrifices all on your own. Make sure you're both equally sacrificing things. Like, maybe you're wanting to go on vacation 10 times a year. And your person's like, no, I want to save money. Then, meet halfway. How about 5 times a year? How about 2 times a year? But stay true to your values. If that's what you're all about, traveling, vacationing, you don't always have to compromise so much that you're left with nothing. You can, say, okay, how about this year we'll travel as much as I want to, and then next year we won't travel at all. Or we'll just travel the beginning of the year, the end of the year, whatever. You are doing what works for you guys, but stay true to what you believe in. Stand firm, stand grounded. Or stand firm. Don't be so, like a tree. Don't let the person sway you and change you. And we're talking about change, but I'm saying don't let them control you. Stay firm in your beliefs. If you believe a certain if you believe in a religion, and your person's like, nah, don't believe in religion. You're like, but what? This is me. This is me. That's something that that's a deal breaker. You don't have to compromise on something like that, because that's who you are. That's part of you. But if it's something that can be easily fixed and changed, then by all means make the change. And same thing goes for them. If you're saying no, let's I don't want to have children. And they're like, but I really wanted to have children, and you said you wanted to have children when we got married, or before we got married. See, that's something that, like having respect for one another, and integrity, and just valuing each other's opinions or beliefs. That's important. I think that's what you're going to need in this marriage. Understand, paying attention to what you want before you get married, so then when you do get married, you're all of a sudden, it's not a big surprise that they didn't want children, because you already knew that. Just holding true to yourself. You're respecting yourself and having them respect you as well. Don't let anybody make you feel inferior, and make sure you're not putting your person down as well. And then you have rewards here. See, if you keep on working, you're gonna get through this marriage big time, and you're gonna come out, look at that, with rewards in tow, feeling so accomplished. Imagine you having a hunched back and gray hair, wrinkly skin, and you're still married to the same person you have been for 40, 50, 60 years. That's amazing. That's something that you can pass down to your that legacy, or that impeccable marriage work ethic down to your great grandchildren. They're gonna be like, man, my great grandparents lasted this long. I want to be like them. You're setting a good example. That just because things get tough and you go through these scar moments, you don't just give up. But I do want to say, the scars here, if this is physical scars and you're being abused, please get out of that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's like more of like, you guys exchanging meaningful remarks towards each other, or just like, being very sarcastic and rude, and just disrespecting each other, because we do have the integrity card here, just making each other feel so low, and just kicking each other while you're down, not physically, but like more verbally, emotionally, then, try to work around this, like heal your scars, and try not to do the same thing, try not to repeat the same mistakes. But if you're being abusive, or abused, whatever, abused, work on yourself. That you don't have to solve a problem with physical violence. Work on yourself. And I think, make sure you correct this before you get married, and make sure you're getting into a relationship that isn't so abusive. Make sure you know what you're marrying into. If you suspect that this person's abusive, please pay attention to those signs and stay true to your values. This is not acceptable. You know that already. And make sure you don't get married to somebody who has a history of abusing others, So you know what you're getting into. Pay attention to the signs. But overall, this marriage, lasting a long time, rewards. You having lots of little milestones to celebrate. This is amazing. So much love to you. Pile number 3. Let me know if this makes sense. It probably won't right now, because this is a future message from your spouse. But do let me know how this resonates, or what you feel about this. And I'll see you next time. I'm V. All the links that I used for my decks are down below.